PED mining run in the Arkadia underground. So the reason behind this is there's this gold rush event going on. You can loot a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of people down here mining, and reliable sources have told me that the loot is good. So I'm going to check it out for myself, and I figured I'd stream this on Twitch, then I'm going to push it to YouTube, because who doesn't want to know that, right? Like, you guys have to be curious what it's like. I've heard a few people mention it. A few people have said they've seen other people doing these videos, but they want to see someone do it with, you know, lower end, not low end, but lower end mining gear. So, ta-da, that's me. Anyways, this is where I'm at. I'm just going to start off here, going real basic right from the start point. I'm going to run a bit, then start dropping probes. Hopefully we're going to find something. For those of you wondering, there are no amps. None of that stuff is going on right now. This is a pure 25 PED mining run, and no amps, nothing, just probes. And obviously a finder and extractor. So let's start dropping. Oh, gotta select the types. That makes sense. Can we do treasure here? Yeah, we can. Alright, we're doing treasure too. So this is unique to Arkadia, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think treasure is unique. So that means, oh, I only get 7 drops. That's sort of shit, but let's see what we can do. We might actually, I might go back and bump this up to a 50 PED mining run. I know I said 25, but I did not realize that treasure costs so much. I think this might be my first time actually mining for treasure. I think this is my first time. Before, treasure used to be just something that would automatically get mined for no matter what. And you get those like robot beacons that would pop up. If you were really lucky, then you'd have to, I don't think, this hasn't happened to me in a while, so I don't think it happens anymore. It used to be there are these robot beacons where you could go on missions on these robot ships. You're always going to make money off of them. Like, really cool event. Anyways, you team up with your society to do them, and the way people would get robot beacons is they'd be mining, they'd get this strange result on their mining device, which would mean a robot ship had crashed. And if a robot ship has crashed, you've got to fight all these robots, run to the center of the ship, and pull out the beacon. You can then sell the beacon or use it, right? Really cool event. I really love those things. And the robot beacons were lootable by anybody. So if one crashes, you've got to get in there right away. I used to always have armor on me so I could run in, grab that beacon, and get killed. I didn't care about killing the drones. I just wanted that beacon. And that's why I had that armor on me. I needed to take a few hits, get in there, and get the loot. So yeah, that's the oldest. I don't think there's robot beacons anymore. If any of you guys have had those recently, let me know. I think the last one I had was, I don't know, early 2010s at best, probably late 2000s. So it's been years since I've gotten one, and I know I'm not mining as much as I used to, but I'm mining enough that I should get one at least once in a while. Alright, so for those of you wondering, the Arn Underground is a bit like hell on Entropia or FOMA, where, you know, you're not hitting much, but when you do hit something, it's going to be big. That's why a lot of people go here and they want to amp up. I'm not amping up because I'm new to it. I don't know the area. I don't know what I'm going to find, so I want to be a bit reserved about it, okay? And I'm wasting a lot of money here. W1FL, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you can catch one live. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Oh, here we go. All right, we got a loot. Not the greatest. An IX, so an ample loot. Hopefully I probably won't make that 25 PEDs back, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be doing another addition to the 25 PED run because I didn't realize I'd go through stuff so quick, okay? I was thinking just normal mining run so I'd get double the drops. That didn't happen, so I'm going to go back, I'm going to buy some probes, and we're going to do part 2 of this mining run, which means I lied. It's going to be a 50 PED mining run. And for those of you wondering, let's see how much I looted here. Quantium stone with a markup value of pretty much nothing. And I've looted 15 PEDs worth. So I lost 10 PEDs on this first half of the run. But hey, there's always a second half. So those of you watching in stream, I see there's like 5 people watching right now. Feel free to ask questions in chat or anything like that. I'm going to try and follow sort of the same pattern I usually do. If you ask a question, I might call out your name, I might not. I'll read the question and answer it, whatever. I try to make it as inclusive as possible for everybody watching the stream, but I also want it to be viewable by everybody who's watching later on YouTube. So yeah. Oh, I do not use, so W1FL asked if I use Little Big Mining Log. I know people have told me like mining logs are great. I do agree with that. I used to use one. I don't use it anymore, honestly. I don't know why. I know I should. Like, it's a good habit to get into. I don't know. I'm not in the habit of it. I should, though. I really should. So, like, it's a good thing to have. It's a good thing to have. And it's really good to use. I definitely encourage everybody to be unlike me and actually go ahead and use that. I'm a bit lazy sometimes. Let's try Dead End. I'm going to try that. I do remember some of the good mining areas. So I do know the areas I like, but yeah, like a mining log would be best. And then I'd actually have something I could give you guys. It'd be like, oh, here are the great areas. I don't have that right now. All right, let's see. These things are probably going to kill me, aren't they? I do like that, though. I find that if you mine by mobs that are going to kill you easily, you're more likely to get some cool stuff. So let's get this going. Let's drop something here. Let's try and run around these. I'm going to try and dodge the red here. Get right in between it. Hopefully I don't aggro anything. There we go. See, that's what I'm saying. You've got to go... gotta go where the mobs are. Do this. Oh, hey, Z-Tech, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I do. I do. YouTube's probably where everybody sees me, to be honest. I think, like, when people come to the stream, usually they're coming to the stream because they followed me on Twitch and they're hoping they'll catch me live one of these days. Oh, wow, this is a good area. Look at that. Look at that. We've got a good area here, folks. Look at what is this? This is my first treasure, so let's see what happens here. I'm a little excited. What are we gonna get? What is this? Is this anything special? Anyone know? Arcadian I have no idea what this is special or not. I owned hell. Thanks. I had mixed results in hell. Like, you did. All right, so someone in chat just says I owned hell. I did post some videos, I think, where I did pretty good there. I will say, though, nope. Oh, did I post videos where let's see, I'm trying to think. The hell videos I posted, did I do good in those or did I do bad? Because I posted a few bad ones, I posted a few good ones. I'm not sure which ones you've seen, but like, I lost a lot of money down there. I think, and I spent maybe like 2 to 3 months mining in hell, and I lost around 1,000 PEDs total. It was fun though. I was bored. But yeah, all right, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the markup helped a lot, but overall, yeah, over a few months, I lost some money. Oh yeah, the markup, yeah. Yeah, like a lot of the mining stuff doesn't have the markup that it used to. It used to be ores and matter had a pretty solid markup, like list and oil were nothing, but everything else you could get a good like 10 to 20% on. Narc or something like that you'd find moderately often, I guess. You get like 40% on. Oh yeah, FOMA. Yeah, someone just said stay away from FOMA in chat. Yeah, like I think honestly right now I'm having the most luck in the underground just from this one mining run. I'm sure I'll lose money over the long run, but it so far so good. And I'm happy with that, getting like ample claims. I'm getting a few of them. FOMA, it was always like the way it used to work when FOMA was CND, you could get these huge claims there, but it would take forever. You'd have to spend tons of money. Like if you didn't have 400 PEDs, you couldn't even guarantee one hit on Club Never Die or FOMA. And I think Arkadia Underground, it's a little bit more often, so there's a little bit better chance of making a profit. I think Entropia with Hell did the same thing, and I think, what the fuck? Oh shit. Ah, this sucks. I was not paying attention, I just got killed. Alright, so we're gonna have to, this is gonna be annoying here. It'll be very annoying. I'm gonna have to get that thing away from the claim because I do not think I can kill it. Let's see where the claim is. Alright, what do you have to say about the underground? Let's hear it. I'll read it off for everybody that's watching. You like it, you hate it, you love it. What's up? That's why I do this streaming. It's a little bit easier to interact with people. I can answer some questions. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully everybody likes it. But yeah, I mean, it's one way to grow my Twitch channel, but still post videos on YouTube. That's why I do it in this format. I keep going over this over and over again. A lot of my videos are just me repeating myself. And yeah, you're definitely right. I have not found one end matter claim yet in Underground, and I've been here for all of 10 minutes. No, but yeah, I don't know. End matter, I feel like end matter used to be a lot more common than it is now. There we go. I love the fact that you can teleport claims now. That makes my life so much easier. Like back in the day, it would have taken me forever to get that claim. And now, no, I just pull a little bit closer. It's right by the TP. I can't be attacked here. I think I'm safe. Am I safe? I don't even know. But, yeah. I'm just going to sit here and mine. I don't even know how much I've mined yet. How much of this have I gotten? Because I've been mining for a while here. 7 PDs. This could be a pretty successful run. This is going to be a 50 PED run, and I'm already not doing too bad here. We've got a 15 PED loot, a 14 PED loot. This is going to be probably at least 10 PEDs. So we're already at 40 PEDs, plus a little bit extra on markup. One more claim and I'm good. I'm in the profit zone. And that would be 2 runs in a row, because last night I did a run. I did 300% profit. That runs on YouTube for those of you guys watching on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you've probably seen it already, or you at least know that it exists. Wait, alright. So in chat, Zetas, you're saying you just mined res underground. When you say res, are you talking about like, or you're talking about the artifacts? Is that what res is? And no, I'm not using an amp right now. I know I should be, probably in an underground, I should be using an amp. I don't know if it's worth it with the markup that you're getting on these ores right now. I haven't had any big hits with like big markups. I know amps do a little bit more than that, but I like to run amps when something has like a high percent markup, and right now I don't think any of this stuff has a good markup. And everybody's got their own like opinions on how they work. I don't think MA or anyone's ever officially said how amps work. Like, see this, these two, they're almost like things that you'd want to just put in the TT if you don't want to bother selling. This, definitely worth selling. 110% markup, you can get it fairly regularly, it looks like. Maybe 100, oh, only 36 PED's been sold, so I don't know. No one really buys treasure. Okay, so yeah, that explains why 36 PED's only been sold. So basically the markup's like a false markup. It looks like 110% markup, but that's just because no one's buying it. Yeah, there's not as many crafters in game as there used to be. I really wish MA would sort of go back to where the high level crafting you could make a profit on, like guaranteed, because, well, you'd make it guaranteed just with markup and everything like that. They limited the amount of blueprints that came out, and if you had one of those key blueprints, which you had to pay a lot of money for, you could guarantee that you're going to make something. So there's a lot of crafters who would get into it. They'd pay a lot down just because they know players would pay them later for their, you know, the cool stuff that they could make. It was a nice system for miners and players. I think for hunters it probably sucked a little bit more because, yeah. I don't. All right, so someone just asked Marty Trade Channel. I don't think I'm with Marty Trade Channel. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. That's probably something I should have, right? Is that like a channel for traders where you can just call it out on there? Because, all right, so I've played this game for a long time, and the problem there is when you've played for a long time, your knowledge is very dated. As you guys can tell, like if you're watching the YouTube videos I post, you know like some of the stuff I say is off by years. So I don't have the latest information, but I try my best, and I don't know if there's anyone else doing anything out there with YouTube and how-to videos and all that. So I've sort of got the market cornered until any of you guys come along and start making videos. Then just keep me in your thoughts and give me a shout out every now and then. Let's see if I can get by this red dude. If I can, I'm going to try and mine around the corners. Maybe I can find something worthwhile. Oh, okay, so there's a guy named Marty that just buys ores and matter. Yeah, I'll have to look into that, because that might be worth it. There's always been like one or two people that once you get one, if you're a big time miner and I'm not, you could hook up with these guys and just, they'd be on at a certain time. You could sell them ores and end matter, and it was always like a set time, so it was very easy to make these sales and everything like that. I used to love it. There was a guy, I forget what his name was, but he had a whole website dedicated to it. This was back in like '09. He had a website dedicated to it, so I could just go to his website. I knew exactly what I'd get for everything, and I'd just sell him everything I had because he gave really good prices. He's probably only like 1% under market, which means it's not really worth it. Yeah, like it's not worth it to sell on auction. So I'd just sell right to him. He'd make 1% extra on what I gave him, and I wouldn't give him much. I'd maybe give him 200 to 300 PEDs of stuff total. I think he was bundling it up and probably selling to the crafters that he knew. But yeah, like his operation used to run smoothly because he just had 1 hour where he'd log in. You'd always know he'd be on at that hour. And the second he'd log in, everybody would go to him. There'd be a huge line that would form. You'd all trade with him. He'd probably buy like 20 to 30,000 PEDs of ores and end matter in an hour, and then he'd log off. And you know, you make 1% on that. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Even in the real world, that's probably like what, $20 an hour that he's making. Not the greatest salary in the world, but not too bad. It's probably worth your time. All right, last one here. I'm dropping. I know I haven't done much as far as mining goes. It went a little bit quicker than I was expecting, but I want to stick to that 50 PED mining run. Otherwise, I feel like I'd want to do 100, and then the videos get too long. So let's head back. Let's see what I made or lost, and we'll go from there. And yeah, Z-Tick, you're right. I do have a few deeds. I can pull that up here if you guys are interested. 71 Arkadia deeds, 20 Calypso land deeds, and 34 Compat deeds. I just keep buying them. Like I just bought an Arkadia deed earlier today. I reinvest all the money I reinvest a lot of the money that I make, or a lot of the money that I get off of deeds, into more deeds. So I just keep buying, and slowly I guess I have more and more value in Entropia, which is weird, but it works. So yeah, it's not a ton, but it basically, with those deeds I'm getting about maybe 60 to 70 PEDs coming in per week, which is enough for me to play off of. It's enough for me to make these videos off of and all that, so I'm happy with it. Alright, let's see what I made, and then I'm going to sign off of this video. I'll stick around in chat, though, for those of you guys who want to chit-chat on Twitch. Alright, I think I'm going to lose about 10 PEDs here, but let's figure it out. 29 there. What do we have here? 43. Okay, so not too bad. I only lost 6 PEDs on that first mining run. I don't know much. I don't know the hot areas. I had one area that was really hot that was just right here. Why do I still have right here at dead end? That was a really hot area. Right where you see that claim. So yeah, maybe you guys can check it out. Maybe it's an area worth looking into. Maybe you guys know some areas in the underground. If so, let me know, because I need some for my next video. As always, thank you for watching. And if you got questions, comments, anything like that, feel free to ask them below. If you've made it to this point and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I recommend you do that, because why not? I mean, you obviously like the content. Anyways, peace.